Okay, y'all, here it is, the new studio space. It's about 12 by 11, so it's a cube, which I'll explain to you why that's not a good thing, but we'll make it work, all right? Transformation begins now. We gotta get you back on there. Progress, baby! Oh yeah, use a microfiber towel to wipe your screen so you don't scratch your joint. Okay, CPU time. Oh God. All right, all set to go with that. Got the power protector, got my interface, got my compressor limiter. Let's connect them up. Okay, y'all, check out the room. No acoustic treatment yet. See that? All right, now check this out. Hear that ring, that little echo? That's exactly what we want to get rid of with the acoustic treatment. Okay, so we got the speakers in decent position here. We're going to set up the equilateral triangle. What I mean by that is, you see my chair here? The distance between this chair to that speaker and this chair to that speaker is the same distance between both speakers. See that? Boom. Now, the biggest problem with rooms that are like pretty much square is its terrible dimensions for sound. I spoke to a professional. His name is Dennis Foley, and he basically told me this room is pretty terrible. We have a square room. Most bedrooms are, but you know there are a few things you can do to change that. One of the biggest problems with having a square room that's not long enough is when you crank up the volume, the bass frequencies in your sub or your speakers, they don't have enough space to kind of like decay out before they hit the back wall and then bounce back at you, creating all kinds of modes, interceptions, a lot of like muddiness in the room that you can't really tell unless you start off in a room like this, then go to an acoustic treated room and you're like, wow, the bass sounds so much clearer. A lot of problems that people have when they're making music in their bedrooms, when they're mixing it, they go to like the car, they go to like a real studio and they're like, whoa, this mix sounds nothing like I did in my bedroom. And that's why, because you're not getting an accurate perspective on the music you're mixing because you're not mixing in a really well treated room. So basically, you want to start off with the corners of the room. So that's what we're about to attack first. Why? Because when you do the corners first, you're basically covering 3 different surfaces. All right? All right. I took care of the corners. It's a bit crude, but at the same time, get the basics. Just hit the corners. After you do the corners of the room, the best thing to take care of is what they call early reflections. Excuse me. That basically means all the surfaces that the sound from your speakers are going to hit before they reach you in your chair. So that means right behind your speakers, that wall, the walls to the very side, both of these. And then, of course, directly behind you. Boom. So we're going to take care of those two on top of the corners. Okay, y'all. The progress is looking real good. As you can see, got the sides right here for the early reflection. More sides for the early reflections. And we're looking at the back. Real crude here, but the difference in sound, you're about to be surprised. Check it out. See how dry that sound is? You don't hear the room at all. I'd say about 30% of this room is covered. Also got the ceiling too, right above the listening position. As you can see, everything's kind of tailored around the listening position of the chair. So if you're sitting right here, you got it right above you, to your left, to your right, and of course right behind you. All right.